The Altmer in the dark. The courtyard swallowed the last of the light as I stepped forward. A moment ago, the sky had been stained with sunset. Now, it felt as though someone had pulled night down in a single breath. The shadows clung to the stone walls, thick and cool, as if old Mistvale Manor exhaled darkness instead of air. Admiring shadow had been one thing, believing I deserved to learn it, another entirely. I crossed the threshold of the courtyard. It was silent except for the movement of small stones and earth beneath my feet. Something shifted in the gloom. A deeper patch of darkness unfurled from the wall and straightened into a figure. So quietly, so naturally, that I wondered how long he had been standing there. The brazier's faint glow caught on the edges of him, sketching out an impossibly tall Altmer whose presence didn't feel heavy, only certain. Thalinor Connoril. His movements were fluid, too fluid for a man of his height, as if gravity itself made room for him. The fading ember light brushed his hair with gold, but it was his eyes, calm, inquisitive, impossibly perceptive, that held me. He looked at me as though he saw not just the person I was, but the shape of one I might become. "You are Saren Sadras," he said, voice gentle, the cadence almost musical. "And you wish to learn the language of the shadow." "Well, I hope to," I whispered. "I'm not sure I'm worthy." He considered me, truly considered me, like an alchemist assessing the nature of a reagent before deciding how to apply it. "Shadows ask nothing of worthiness," he said, "but it always asks why." My breath caught. Thalinor stepped closer, not imposing, only curious. "Tell me, Saren, why seek the shadow's path? Why call to it, and why let it call you?" For a moment I wanted to shrink back. Not from him, never from him, but from the truth he asked for. Still, I forced the words out, quiet and halting. "I have always felt safe in the dark," I said softly. "Not hidden, just myself. I don't thrive in attention. I never have. I watch. I listen. I learn. In the shadows, everything feels more clear, more calm." He didn't interrupt. He simply listened, the way a master listens to the beginning of a good theory. And alchemy, I glanced down at my hands. Alchemy taught me that transformation is natural, necessary. The shadows feel like another ingredient, something that might blend with what I already know, with my daggers, with my craft. Not for power. I don't want that. I shook my head, heart pounding. I just want to understand myself, to find where I fit, to learn what I can truly become. For a long, quiet breath, Thalanor studied me, not judging, not doubting, only seeing. Then, with a motion smooth as breath, he drew a dagger from his belt. Before I could blink, it dissolved, vanishing like salt into water. A heartbeat later, he called it back into his palm with nothing but intention. Nightblades do not conquer the dark, he said softly. They dissolve into it, like flame into smoke, like potential into truth. You do not seek power, Saren Sadris. You seek resonance. His faint smile warmed the cold edges of the courtyard. That is far more rare. He extended his hand to me for reasons I couldn't name. I trusted it with everything I was. As I stepped toward him, something inside me loosened, an old knot unwinding. Return tomorrow at midday. A gentle confidence was left behind as he returned to the shadows. I exhaled. Was I even breathing this whole time? This was all real. I was willing to learn, and, it seemed, Thalanor was willing to teach me. He was not a teacher who demanded greatness. He was one who nurtured it, with patience, with gentleness, with understanding. Standing there beside him for a moment, in a courtyard where the shadows themselves seemed to breathe, I knew my path had begun.